Thank you for tuning in to Not Very Radio. My name is Kyle. I'll be your host, and we have a super exciting day today. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we have Geese's new album, Getting Killed. I've been waiting for this album a long time. I loved their last album, 3D Country, and I am so excited for this one. Let's get into Geese. Geese, Getting Killed, first song is Trinidad. I've heard this one. This is one of the singles. I think this is one that's in 13.4, which is really cool. All right, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Yeah, man, the panning guitars from side to side, especially with this like time signature, it feels so like off rhythm, man. This is awesome. When I first heard this song, I thought he said there's a bug in my car, and I personally related a lot more to those lyrics than I do to this one. I'm not really sure what this song's about, if I'm being honest. So yeah, really cool, really weird, really out there song. I had to do the lame thing and look up the lyrics and figure out what the meanings are. It's just about like his own personal liberation. So the bomb in the car might be like a metaphor for him, like kind of escaping that, rebelling against, I guess, what's expected of him, which in a song like this is exactly what he's doing.
I guess there's always just the chance he's talking about the fact that he's got a bomb in his car. I'm just reading off a genius here. I don't know.
Cool. Yeah, that's cool. That's a really artistic way to just be like, hey man, I'm rebelling. So let's go right into song number 2, Cobra. I love how they can go from like the really weird out there crazy stuff to just like some really sweet rock like this. I actually think I want to turn this up a little bit more. Oh man, this sounds beautiful. So according to Genius Lyrics, it's just about one lover enticing another, which makes the sense for what I'm kind of getting here. He's dancing, got the, I guess, the flute in the hand kind of thing. Maybe the flute's a euphemism. I don't know, man. I think this is going to be an album where I'm constantly looking at Genius to figure out what the heck he's talking about, because I know he's got some out there lyrics. I love his like how they can just go from like these completely like weird out there songs to just some like really nice and sweet kind of rock music that like you could show anybody. This is like if dad rock was made for people who aren't dads yet. This is what we're gonna be showing our kids in like 20 years from now. Like back in my day, we had Getting Killed by Geese. You know, that's what this is gonna be, and it's gonna be awesome. Song number 3, Husbands. I love how he kind of sounds like he's like up there, you know? I don't know if that makes sense. He's here right now in the audio spectrum of the earphones. This is cool. I was not expecting these like acoustic instruments. Maybe? Yeah, we're definitely getting faster. Yeah. I don't even know what to say about it. This is wild. This is really weird. What is that noise? Is that just a cymbal? I have no idea what you mean. I have no idea what you mean. Yeah, Husband. That was a really weird song. It gave a lot of similar vibes to like Trinidad. And I have no idea what he was singing about. I'll have to wait for someone to tell me on Genius Lyrics when they eventually upload that. But no, that was really cool. There's such like a zaniness to these last few songs, at least Trinidad and Husbands. That like I feel like it's zany because like it's pulled back and restricted. Like they had a lot of wild stuff on their last record, but I felt like those were like the louder, like their opening track from the last record, 2122. That song was just like completely insane, but that one was put with so much force. This one, they're like pulling everything back, and they're just like doing. I don't know. I don't know how to even describe it. Like, but yeah, no, that was a really cool song. So we're gonna move on now to song 4, "Getting Killed." These drums sound great. I'm really digging the drums. See what I mean about his wild vocals? Dude, the drums on this track. Did we get faster at some point, or was this song always this fast? Let me tell you something. You're never getting out of a gumball machine. It's taken years. Unless you're at the very bottom, man. You're in there for good. Dude, those little wood blocks. I'm a sucker for some block. Hold on, wait. We got to go back here. We got to go back to Getting Killed again, because that song was crazy, man. I might be pulling crap out of my butt cheeks here, but like I'm kind of taking this as like him talking about maybe being stuck in like a bad place, but it's also kind of a good place. Like I'm getting killed by a pretty good life, maybe like the rock star life. He's having a lot of fun doing it, but at the same time, like there's bad things that like it often involves. Like the stereotype thing, I guess, is like alcohol and drugs. Now maybe that's not him. Maybe it's something else. It seems like a lot of it's talking about him struggling to maybe stay with a lover. My Love Takes a Long Time. Yeah, that was a really cool song. Liked that one a lot. Moving on to song 5, Islands of Men. So apparently this song's kind of been like floating around with the band for a while now, with like a demo or something going around apparently, and apparently they've also been playing it live for a little bit, I guess. So according to Genius Lyrics. This album's a lot more like abstract than I was expecting. I was expecting much more like straightforward bangers. Also, this song's nearly 6 minutes long. Okay. And now the bass comes in, man. And he's coming in with the ooze. The shaker. I'm just listing instruments now. Is that a triangle? Are we triangling right now? One of my favorite things about Geese is their use of hand drums in all their songs, or a lot of their songs. They sound so good. Woo, yeah. That was really cool. I dug that one again. Again, I wish I kind of knew a bit more about what he was singing about, but it seemed kind of similar to what maybe my thought was for the last song, but maybe more focused about like love or something. That was Islands of Men, track 5. Another great tune. Again, completely kind of subverting what I kind of thought they were going to go with the direction of this album, but it seems like they're kind of sticking with this kind of style and vibe, and I'm looking forward to it. I think this is great so far. Really great track. I've been saying it all this whole time, but like the instrumentation's been really great. And it's weird because like it's so like abstract and out there it feels, but like at the same time it's like really sweet. Like I don't think it's like it's not like abrasive. I guess it's they got like these really sweet guitar licks. Yeah, it's Geese, man. Geese coming through with something really unique here. Track 6, 100 Horses. I'm trying to remember if this was a single. Sorry, I gotta pause. I'm going in to Genius Lyrics, and I look at the first little stanza that he sings here. All people must smile in times of war. And I'm like, let me just, like, maybe to get, like, the ideas running of what he might be thinking about, so I don't have to click each single one. I click it to get, like, a description of maybe where he's kind of going with this. And the annotation just says, what is bro yapping about now? I'm getting trolled on Genius Lyrics. Great song so far, nonetheless. Let's get back into it. This is great. 100. 124. Great. Yeah, that was a really fun song. I think kind of having a bit more energy and pickup there was necessary. And yeah, it's interesting. There's that theme of dancing brought back up. Where was that? Was that the second track? Cobra, I think. And granted, I guess that was for different reasons maybe, but I wonder if a lot of these themes are kind of tying together in a way. And wasn't war or something in Trinidad maybe? No, I don't think so. I don't know. Let's move on to track 7, Half Real. His vocal range is crazy. The way he goes into falsetto and then just like goes back down. Crazy, man. Okay. That was a just sudden stop all of a sudden. Guess he was lobotomized there. So, according to Genius, Half Real focuses on the need of proof of love within a relationship, going as far as getting a lobotomy and forgetting everything just to show one's lover that they love them. I feel like he finds the most, like, convoluted ways to, like, say the most simple thing. He's like, hey, I want to tell this girl I think she's pretty. And then he's like, from all the fire hydrants that I'd piss on, I'm a Dalmatian and you're a cat. And so, but that's really sweet. Basically, kind of saying like, hey, yeah, like get rid of the good times and the bad times, and like doesn't matter, my love will still be there for you. That's really sweet. I'm loving it so far. I mean, they're great instrumentalists, and one of my favorite things about their last album was their percussion and the drums, and I think it's doing a phenomenal job in this one as well. But song number 8, I'm hoping I'm saying this right. I'm so uncultured. All pays do cocaine. Okay, it's French for in the land of cocaine, or more simply, in cocaine land. Ah, yes. Whoa. Yeah, that was great. Oh, this says the color. See, this is actually useful stuff. If in common sailor superstition, could be wrong, could be complete lies, but it says that the color green is considered bad luck for sailors to have on board, and it's generally not seen on boats at all to avoid bad fate. Is that true? Yeah, I was kind of given like a I'm kind of like if you love someone, set them free, and if they love you back, they'll come back, or whatever that saying is. With like, you can stay with me, and what does he say? Like, you can change, and you can be free, just come home. So kind of like, yeah, like you can you go out there, become who you are, change, grow, evolve, but always be sure to kind of, always come back to me, though. That's what it seems like to me. And I think, again, like another really sweet sentiment. I love this band. I have no idea what's going on. Number 9. Track number 9. Bow Down. This is cool. Yeah, again, I need to highlight just like the percussion. Like another band I think would have just kept it with like the kick and the snare, but like they add that shaker in there, like they always add extra little things. Like, I think it would have been so easy for them to, like, and a lot of these songs too, just like keep a lot of these small details that they're throwing out, but they just put in so many little interesting like little details, whether it's like a wood block, other percussion, even like other little instruments from time to time, like a small piano or something. That, I think it's a horn over here. That's what I mean by like these little details of instruments, man. All the percussion, man. I love the percussion. Yeah! Woo! That one was really cool. I liked that one a lot. I'm surprised at how, like, while they are very, like, kind of, like, abstractly, like, written with, like, how they're kind of going, they're pretty straightforward. There's not a lot of, like, I mean, there was that one or two songs, I think, early on that had, like, some weird, like, changes, but a lot of these just kind of, like, chugging along, pushing through with, like, a similar kind of, like, drum rhythm of some kind of going, pushing through, and then maybe it gets, like, built upon as it goes, but there's not a lot of, like change, like, there's not a lot of huge, like, all right, now we're in the chorus and we're doing something super drastically different. But still a really great song, and this says, about the tension of yielding and resisting, it tangos with religion metaphors and terms to give oneself over to external forces. So I guess that's what it means by, like, he's the boat now, because, like, he's not the one driving the boat, he's just the one being driven and guided. But I don't know how that relates to, like, him being the road, because you don't guide I guess, like, someone builds the road, like, you're just kind of there while, I don't know, man. I don't know. Track 10, Taxes. I've heard this is one of the singles, and I love this song. Gonna have to nail me down. Dude, that exploit. I'm sorry, I've already heard this song, dude. And this part here, man. Those guitars, man, sound so sweet. Yeah, dude. I mean, again, the drums, man. I love the drums and all their percussion that this band uses, man. I can't say that enough. I love that song. What a great song. Right now, it's one of my favorites from the album, but it's one of the singles. It's one of the ones I had the most time with, and I think all of these songs are ones that I need to, like, have a lot more time with before I can really kind of get a full grasp of them. Let's move on to the last song of the album. 6.5 minutes long, Long Island City, Here I Come. I'm curious who does a lot of, like, the percussion and hand drums of it all. Because I assume the drummer is busy. Again, man, those drums. I'm not kidding. These are crazy. That bass line, dude, is so good. This is kind of what I expected more of the album to sound like, right? Like in this spot here. I love how they just create like this wall of sound, but with like, so it's because there's so many different instruments, dude. That switch up. Whoa, hold on. Whoa. Black Mini, hold on. Black Mini jump scare at the end. That was an awesome closer. And frankly, I have no idea how to take this album in. I think it was great. I'll be up front right now. If we're talking about numbers, I don't know if I'm going to keep doing the number thing. I feel like people like it. I like it too to an extent, but it also feels a little arbitrary. I'm feeling somewhere between a 7 and an 8 right now, but frankly, I think it's gonna, like, it could go way up, it could go way down. Like, that's where I'm at right now. I think it was a really great listen. I'm curious how it's gonna sound on repeated listens. That's I think my main concern is, like, am I gonna pull more out of it with repeated listens, or am I gonna get, like, bored of it with repeated listens, and that's where I can't quite tell. I think I'm going to end up loving it more just because I love all the instrumentation here. I love his wacky vocals and even wackier lyrics to go with it. And again, I've said it so much through this, but I'm so glad they kind of brought back a lot of the really cool and interesting percussion that they've put in this. An absolute wild and unorthodox album here from Geese. I had a great time. I loved the percussion. I loved all the other instrumentation. I love how they just kind of create so many sounds with each different thing. Like other bands, I feel like would be like, yeah, I'm just gonna put a bunch of effects on my guitar, and hey, nothing wrong with that. I love some shoegaze from time to time too, but their wall of sound is just like shaker. It's much more like acoustic feeling. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Not Very Radio. I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making it. I love this band. I hope you guys check out this album, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. That's not how I say goodbye. I say love you, mean it. See you, bye.